What's going on, gamers? So this was unexpected. I don't think the gaming world expected this, but we're gonna get into why this is important. By the way, y'all, like I described, you like this type of content. I'll be bringing you tons, doing all types of controversies, all types of high quality gaming content and streaming. But Days Gone's director slams Ben Studio for not protecting its legacy in Astrobot ad. So what does that mean? Let's go to Twitter right here, and then we're gonna read this article. This is some interesting stuff about here because we all know that Days Gone 2 was in demand. He wanted it to happen. So did a lot of fans. And we'll get into how much it sold and why he's angry and what Sony Ben is actually doing now and how Sony just didn't greenlight it. So it says Days Gone director slams Ben Studio for not protecting his legacy in Astrobot celebration art. Haha, I see my character reduced to a cartoon shill. Promoting some small game, Astrobot. Damn, that's crazy. Well done, Ben Studio. Way to protect your legacy. So he's basically attacking the success of what Sony kind of needs, which is a more balance of Japanese games here. And just it was just a good platformer. There's a 94 meta. It's their first big step into the AAA industry. Obviously, it has a lot of inspiration from Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Odyssey, which is good. And it's just good to see another IP come out that's creative and doesn't have all that nonsense in it. Definitely, we talk about DEI and all that. I love Days Gone too. I have the platinum on Days Gone. Um, I would have liked to see that instead of some Concord in this next fair game. Like, what are they doing? But that's Jim Ryan making dumb mistakes. But let's go on to this article. Days Gone director, as we saw right there, was Days Gone was released on PlayStation 4 in 2019. We know that emerged as a solid enough open world post-apocalyptic shooter with some innovative elements. It was a bit of a performance-based nightmare at launch, but they fixed it. But it leveled out quite nicely and was eventually ported to PC. I played it on PS5 like when it was done, offering players on two platforms an enjoyable end of the world experience. Unfortunately, despite the potential of the universe for expansion in another game, by the way, these are the devs that did Siphon Filter in the PS1 days, if you didn't know about that. Ben Studio announced some time ago that it wouldn't be pursuing a sequel, leaving the title to rust and age. Confined to the abyss of history, that has never set well with the game's director, who recently spoke out against Ben Studio for using Days Gone's protagonist to promote other games. That's not the way he wanted uh, Deacon John to go out. To celebrate the launch of Astrobot, Ben Studio posted a picture of Deacon St. John, the main character from Days Gone, watching other Astrobot characters play on the beach. By way of a response, John Garvin, one of the writers and directors working on Days Gone, said, what we just read right there. Obviously, this guy is very masculine about things and has likes that realism tone. He sees that little cartoon stuff to him as a joke for Deacon St. John. This isn't the first time that Garvin has taken to social media. We can look at this real quick. This is the guy right here. So if we go to his profile, you can see that right there. These comments. Calm down, my brother. It's not because Sony doesn't have the prestige as Medusa Days Gone 2 that you need to be so harsh with the entire studio like that. Yeah, I think that they didn't do anything to him. I think that's kind of disrespectful if you ask me. But yeah, it's not the first time he's been in frustrations regarding the abandonment of Days Gone. Let's go right here. Days Gone 2 sold over 8 million units. I mean, the game did well, you know what I mean? But Sony just thought it was just too similar to other things and it didn't do the meta that they wanted. So they denied the pitch. That pissed him off because he was like, we sold 8 million, we did good, what's the problem? But they didn't want that. Not only that, but Sony Ben Studio is actually working on a live service game. Now, I think this can actually be good if they take those elements and then make it into a live service game. This could be something that gamers want that's not DEI infected. So this is what they're doing next. But getting back to this, I enjoyed Days Gone and rinsed the game as much as possible. I got a platinum on it and did everything, collecting every trophy and exploring the vast world it presented. In particular, I was fond of the game's horde mechanic, which allowed for hundreds of enemies to charge at the player. I thought that was cool too. It's a shame that Days Gone was forgotten by Ben Studio, but it's not the first franchise the team has had to give up on. Yeah, Siphon Filter is another one. But yeah, going back to this post right here, I think that if I was him, what I would do is I would apologize to Team ASOBI. They didn't do anything to you. They made a fantastic game. People are happy with the game. It has a 94 meta. I mean, yeah, and they got up to the Mario level. It's not as beefy as a Mario game, but they still have a lot of work to do. Like Mario Odyssey, you can put 60 to 70 hours to try to 100%, and not including the in-game updates they did. On all these games. But that's yeah, I just think that it's messed up because your grief with Sony should be rejected or projected at Sony. You know what I mean? You shouldn't project it at Team ASOBI because they didn't do anything to you. They actually did a wonderful job and made a fantastic game. So he called it a little game, and like to me, like I just think that, like I said, he has some grief that he needs to resolve with Sony. They are, like I said, working on a AAA live service game. And let's see what some people probably the reason they did not make a sequel. This is an industry veteran speaking like that. Yet he should have done better. Holy crap, what a whiny little goofball. Deacon is literally being honored with the best of PlayStation characters, and this guy wants to cry about it. He's kind of being pessimistic about it. When it launched, it did get that score, but the PC version and everything were better. Like I said, Days Gone is definitely a better game than that. I beat it, so I'm not going to downplay it. But guys, let me know what y'all think about that too. I just don't think that yeah, I just don't think that's the right way to go about things, man. I think that that's very cruel, and like I said, you're supposed to be all a part of the same in-house team. You're not supposed to attack your in-house teammates. Uh, so I would say probably the more professional way of saying that is I would have liked Saint Deacon John to be displayed in Days Gone 2. Um, that's not the last time last way I want people to possibly see him. You see what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, this just seems like something he would do too. But the way they did it, I mean, the game is booming. It has a 94. It can end up selling a few million. I'm not saying it's going to sell 8 million. It's hard to have that Mario Jesus magic. But the point is, this just got posted too. Other ones are obviously a little bit different. But yeah, let's read what he said right here real quick. Yes, I'm still working on the story as we work on getting funding. Lethos game. The comic was published. Okay, he's talking about something else. But yeah, all in all, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. I'm still a little bit shocked. I wonder what Sony's gonna do about that. And I don't think Team Asobi is the type of team that will respond to something like that. But obviously, there's a lot of angry people elsewhere. Over here on Resetera, it's a little bit toxic. We can go there real quick. What a baby. Some small game. I wonder how many devs actually feel like this. Jesus, this guy's insufferable. This dude's, uh, you know, some small game guy has a horrendous attitude. I doubt it's common sentiment. Other developers can recognize quality. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree on that. I get that he's still bitter about Days Gone, but these comments are really unprofessional and petty. Yeah, I agree. Definitely when they didn't make those calls. But if you guys want to read these comments, you can come here if you want to, be entertaining and, look at that. But all in all, y'all, peace out. Y'all have a good day. Let me know what y'all think about this. Later, y'all.